If I show you an image for just a few milliseconds, so fast that you swear you saw nothing, your brain can still decide whether it's dangerous. Your body might tense, your heart rate might rise, and you might even pull back, all before you're consciously aware of what was there. This isn't a trick, and it isn't fear. It's how your brain has been wired to work for hundreds of millions of years. Long before language, logic, or modern life, the human brain evolved to survive a dangerous world. And parts of that ancient survival system are still quietly operating inside you today. Imagine a young child playing on the floor who notices a small movement near the wall. They pause, their body stiffens, their attention locks on. They don't know what a spider is. They haven't been taught to be afraid. And yet their brain responds, not with fear, but with priority. This reaction appears before learning, before experience, before culture. Scientists have long wondered why spiders and snakes trigger such immediate reactions in humans. And a study highlighted by Popular Science explored this in the lab by measuring how quickly people detect different images. What they found was subtle but powerful. Humans detect spider-like shapes faster than most other objects, even when the images are blurred, shown for just milliseconds, or when people say they are not afraid. The body reacts before the mind understands. To see why, we must follow what happens when light enters the eye. Because visual information doesn't take just one path, it takes two. The first is the subcortical pathway, often called the low road. This pathway is ancient, older than conscious thought itself. It is fast, rough, and automatic, and it does not recognize objects. It recognizes patterns, contrast, orientation, sudden movement. When it detects something that resembles an ancestral threat, it signals the amygdala, the brain's early warning system, with a simple message: pay attention, prepare to act. A fraction of a second later, the cortical pathway, the high road, arrives. This is where detail is analyzed: color, texture, identity. This is where understanding happens, where the brain finally thinks, this is a spider, or this is harmless. But by the time clarity arrives, the body has already reacted. The ancient system moved first. Spiders trigger this system because evolution trained the brain to prioritize certain visual signatures: radial shapes, multiple thin limbs, and unpredictable movement. For tens of thousands of years, these patterns sometimes meant venom. Not always, but often enough. Evolution favors caution, because a false alarm costs little, while a missed threat can cost everything. This also explains why modern dangers like cars don't trigger the same instinctive response. Cars have existed for about a century. Spiders have existed for hundreds of millions of years. The brain's ancient pathways simply haven't had time to adapt. You learn to fear traffic, but you are born prepared to notice spiders. This reveals something profound about human consciousness. We do not perceive the world directly. We experience a version of it constructed by the brain's predictions, shaped by evolutionary history. Your perception is not reality as it is, but reality as your brain believes it might be. So the next time you flinch at a harmless shadow or jump at something on the floor, remember that reaction did not come from fear. It came from an ancient system designed to keep you alive. A quiet, remarkable inheritance from a very old past.